2021 comes to a close and I reflect back on the year I had. Between being a full-time content creator and starting a corporate 9-to-5 job, all I did in 2021 was work, and that's okay. It was the season of life I was in. But I knew for 2022 I wanted to take care of myself. Becoming that girl means showing up for yourself every single day and becoming the best version of yourself that you can be physically, mentally, and spiritually.
Good morning, everybody. What is up? Welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited for today's video. I think it's gonna be so fun. I'm gonna show you guys how I decided to realistically become that girl in 2022. I know people have mixed opinions on this trend, but personally, I took a lot of time to reflect on it. I've been thinking of doing this video for literally months. And I feel like it would have been unfair for me to do it back then because I didn't have balance. I was just like work, which it's fine. We all go through seasons of life like that, but I'm ready to have a bit more balance with health and wellness back into my life. And when I look back on 2021, I just kind of wasn't taking care of myself to the best that I could. I was taking care of myself, but not to the best that I could. And to me, this trend is all about being the best version of yourself and not trying to be someone that's unattainable and unrealistic and super aesthetic. Like, the trend to me, when I reflect on it, is all about who is the best person that you can see yourself being and how do you achieve that. Towards creating a few realistic and attainable steps that you can do every morning to become the best version of yourself, truly, is what I think it is. And so I'm super excited to take you guys along on, like, it's kind of, I guess, a bit more of like my morning, a slow morning for me. Obviously, my mornings don't look like this every day. You guys know I work a corporate 9-to-5 job, so I really try and take my weekends and my time to sleep in as time to take care of myself as well. And I obviously will implement these tips and these steps into my morning routines during the week. It's just like a little bit more rushed because obviously I work a 9-to-5 job. So I'm super excited to take you guys along through today's video. Before we get into it, I want to say a huge thank you to Hero Cosmetics for sponsoring today's video. I'll be talking about them a little later on, but if you guys have been here a while, you guys know how much I love them. I use their products on the daily, and I'm really excited to be working with them again. I'll chat about them when we do our morning skincare. But yeah, good morning. The thing that I've kind of just been working on is I'm kind of scrapping the idea of a morning routine, which I know is gonna be like shocking to everyone, but I'm just changing my wording because I feel like a morning routine, while obviously it can be variable depending on, like, if you're going to the office, if you're working from home, if it's the weekend, I found that I just didn't stick to it because to me a routine seemed like timely events, and with going to the office and working from home during the week, those are already two very different routines that I have, and then add in like a weekend routine. So I'm transforming and changing the wording because that to me is really important, and I think if you guys are struggling with something, changing the wording can help you kind of change your perspective in your mind. So instead of calling it my morning routine, I'm gonna start calling it my morning non-negotiables, because this way I can do them in any order. I can do them as close together as I need to or as spread apart as I want to. Changing the wording honestly helped me reframe my mind a lot, and I'm more likely to do these things. So what that means is these are my non-negotiable items that I do every single morning. It could be from 7 to 7:30 before I work from home, or it could be between 8 and 12 on the weekends. It just matters that you get them done. So you're gonna pick a few items. I think I have 3 to 4 items that are in like my morning non-negotiables, and obviously they're gonna vary depending on the day, but this is just a better way for me to look at it personally. If you guys want to call it a morning routine, go for it, but I just think the wording of morning non-negotiables is a bit more realistic and attainable for my lifestyle. So my morning non-negotiables are obviously gonna be different than yours, but I'll list them off for you guys. So the first one is making the bed, the second one is skincare, the third one is morning walk, the fourth one is self-care, which I think is important, and obviously everyone's self-care is gonna look different. It's important to include things that might be challenging to you but attainable to you in your becoming that girl morning routine, morning non-negotiables, just your day in general, as you want to call it. I do anything in the mornings now. I do my skincare because it's something I very easily forget and I push to the side, and I just don't want to have that mindset. I'm really good with my evening skincare, but my morning skincare, I just feel like my life is chaotic and I never get it done. So as soon as I wake up now, I go to the bathroom and I do my skincare. First thing I do, especially in the winter, is just ice roll my face. It feels so good. It's like the easiest act of self-care. This thing is like $12 on Amazon. Morning skincare, very simple. I wash my face and then I put on sunscreen. Like that's literally it. I keep it so simple because less is more. So after I wash my face, which you guys have seen me do a million times, I'll put on my sunscreen, and that's where I want to say a huge thank you to Hero Cosmetics for sponsoring today's video. You guys know how much I love them. They have the really awesome Force Shield line, which is made for acne prone skin. One of my biggest struggles is finding a sunscreen that is not only lightweight, but it's also made for acne prone people. You guys know I struggled with hormonal acne for a really long time. I've been super open about it, and now that my acne is under control, Force Shield Super Light Sunscreen is an SPF 30, and it's a mineral sunscreen formulated specifically for acne prone people, which I love. And I don't know about you guys, but I have a lot of just like general redness. It's just like what I struggle with, and I'll show you guys, but the super sheer green tint to help combat that redness, which I absolutely love. I think people forget how important it is to put sunscreen on in the winter. I think we associate sunscreen with summer, like being at the beach and stuff, but it's equally as important to put your sunscreen on in the winter. So obviously it's something I'm working on. It's something I'm not perfect at, and so that's why I kind of wake up and I put my sunscreen on first thing. This stuff is so lightweight. You know how like some sunscreens have that like super weird white layer that it's super hard to do your makeup? I've never had a sunscreen that is so lightweight like this, so I wanted to show you guys like how, ready? Gone. Like that's insane. I love it so much. It also smells good. I feel like a lot of sunscreens smell really weird, and this one smells super great. Didn't know you have a weakened skin barrier because of UV damage, so she focuses on helping repair that damaged skin barrier, which I think is great. Just wanted to share it because I think it's super important to not forget to incorporate sunscreen into your daily routine, especially in the winter, because it's when we forget about it. And I know that you guys have been with me on my acne journey and you also suffer from acne problems, so I wanted to shout this out because I think it's just important that we stay together in this like acne prone community and share products that work really well for us. So I'll have a link down below to the Hero Cosmetics Force Shield Super Light Sunscreen. And thank you guys so much for sponsoring today's video. And yeah, sunscreen is applied. Your face, put on your sunscreen, do some kind of self-care, whether it's like washa or like ice roller or whatever, and move on. Morning lineup. I just filled my hydro jug up with water as well. If you guys haven't seen it, this is my hydro jug. It's like a 70-ounce water bottle. I obviously don't take like digestive shots or anything every single day of this, but on the weekends, or I'll just pick up one at the grocery store every once in a while to take. So don't think that this is like an everyday occurrence for me. These are expensive. With the holidays coming and stuff, I just figured it would be good to have a good way to get your gut going in the ingredients listed here. So we're gonna take that. And then I've been obsessed with these Bruised protein coffees. I really struggle to get protein in the morning or just in the day in general. So these have been really great. It's a great 20 grams of protein in it. And guys, I'm super picky with like my protein. I hate protein powder. I think it's disgusting. You cannot taste this at all. Like it just tastes like straight up cold brew. It's amazing. So it has no sugar in it, everything. I'll link it down below for you guys. It's a great Canadian company. I'm obsessed with them. So that's like my morning duo. So we're gonna go ahead and make the coffee and then we'll take our gut shot. Of like whatever creamer we have. Currently it's Silk. Just do a little splash of that. Okay, let's shake it. All right, let's do this. Oh, chase it with a sip of coffee. Good morning. Couch now. I got my coffee, I got some ambience music playing, we have the tree on, we have candles lit, and I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna read. This is something I don't typically get to do during the week. I definitely prioritize sleep. Like I'm not gonna sit here and lie. Sleep is important to me. I always will prioritize 7 to 8 hours of sleep over anything, editing a video, going to the gym, anything. Like I think sleep is so... Do you think sleep is important too still? Sleep is so important. So I don't really get to do a lot of self-care during the week. I typically will read in the evening. So during the week, I don't incorporate this non-negotiable into my routine. It's more of a weekend routine. This is my current read. I'm trying to get through all of my like Christmas and holiday romances before the holidays end. So I'm reading Landline by Rainbow Rowell. Really excited about it. It's a Christmas love story. It's really cute so far. And I just want to say that the world of YouTube can be very curated and aesthetic, and I love watching an aesthetic morning routine, don't get me wrong, but there was a time where I would kind of feel like garbage watching them because I don't like to meditate, I don't like to do yoga, I don't like journaling, and I don't like reading nonfiction. And I feel like I had to mold myself to fit into society's standards, and you don't. And that's why I think these trends sometimes, like, yes, I understand the negative of them, but the positive is that you can turn yourself into any person you want to be. So if reading a fiction romance brings you joy, do that instead of reading a self-help book. If you don't like to do yoga, don't do yoga. If you like to meditate and do your little 5-minute journal in the morning, don't do it. Okay, I don't own a 5-minute journal. I give gratitude to my head. I read my Bible. I read my devotional. Like, you don't have to conform to society. You can be the best version of yourself and do things that you enjoy. So that's just like my little rant, and I want this video to really kind of nail that point home for you guys, okay? If you don't want to drink a green smoothie, don't drink the green smoothie, okay? Have freaking toast and peanut butter for breakfast. If that's going to make you the best version of yourself, go for it. I support you, and I want to be your friend. Sorry, I had to go off on a little tangent there because I think that morning routines on the internet are great, and I think they're super fun to watch, and I obviously love making them, but you don't have to look at someone's morning routine and be like, wow, I'm not the best version of myself because I don't do that. Like, you can be your own best version of yourself doing the things that you love. So I'm gonna sit here with my coffee and I'm gonna read, and depending on the day, obviously, what I have planned, I will read a chapter, I'll read half the book, I'll read the whole dang book, okay? My self-care is sitting on this couch for like 3 to 4 hours on a Saturday and Sunday morning and reading a whole book, and I'm not gonna feel guilty about it, okay? Because that brings me joy. So that's what I'm gonna do. We'll see how far I get, and then we'll keep going on the day. And yeah, if you want to sit on the couch for 3 hours and read a book, or you want to sit on the couch and watch YouTube videos for 3 hours because that's your self-care, freaking go for it, okay? Don't let anyone on YouTube or in society tell you that you don't know yourself best. So, okay, rant over, drinking coffee, gonna keep reading my book, and I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. Not gonna sugarcoat anything. I just spent an hour and a half watching Vlogmas videos, and I did not plan my day yet. I'm still gonna do it, but I could lie to you guys and say I didn't do that, but I did, and you know what? It brought me a lot of joy and happiness. So it is what it is. I also got dressed, and by dressed, I mean I put a sweater and black sweatpants. So this is the look, and we're gonna have some breakfast. I'll show you guys how I make my yogurt bowl. I'm obsessed with yogurt bowls right now. I like to do plain yogurt, but I ran out, so I'm just gonna do this one. This is a peach and strawberry. I love them. They're usually for work, but I'll just put the containers in the little thing. I typically like to do one of these and then some plain yogurt just to like make it less sweet and to give me a little bit more protein. So we have our yogurt, granola, some hemp hearts, yummy, some flax. I prefer ground, but I don't have any. Cow nibs, just a little bit. A banana. Just gonna do some frozen blueberries. A lot of fresh fruit right now, which is why I love having frozen fruit on hand. So I just have some berries. There we go, a little yogurt bowl to start the day. Obviously, you just eat whatever makes your body happy. I love doing this and then having some eggs, and then I'll take my vitamins, which I can take them on an empty stomach. I just don't like enjoy it, but then we just mix it up. Alrighty guys, time for vitamins. So we do collagen, a probiotic, my ritual multivitamin, ashwagandha, greens, and of course in the winter, D3 gummies. This is the daily, lineup. I'm anxious, I pop one of the good goods, but I'm not feeling that today. Yeah, let's do my devotional first actually and see what's going on today in the world of Jesus. I get a lot of questions on my devotional. It's New Morning's Mercy. You can get it on like Amazon and I love it. Obviously, if you guys are not religious, you don't have to do this, but do something that helps you achieve personal growth. So that could be journaling, it could be meditating, it could be yoga, it could be taking a course in your spare time. I feel like this trend is very much associated with like meditating and all that stuff. And while I think it's great to journal and stuff, it's just not for me. I can't get into it no matter how hard I try. So for me, my form of personal growth in the mornings is doing my devotional. And yeah, and then we'll start like planning our week out and stuff. And I'm just loving today so far. I really liked today's devotional. It was all about that like life will be challenging and we shouldn't romanticize the word of disciples. Here, I'll show you guys. I really enjoyed it. It was a really good one. And I challenge you guys to do one thing that will, you know, grow you, whether it's journaling. So, my self-growth for the day.